Welcome to 8th grade science. This year we're going to work on so many new fun activities and experiments, it's hard to keep track of them all. But even though we will be having fun, it's still important to stay safe. So today we're going to talk all about lab safety. Before we get started on anything in the lab, we first need to make sure we're dressed appropriately to avoid any accidents. So let's start by talking about some important steps we need to take before we break out the experiments. It's important to protect yourself from anything you might be working with, and that includes your clothes and skin as well. Your teacher will provide lab coats or aprons during experiments to make sure your clothes and skin are protected from anything that might splash on you. Make sure you wear it the right way. It's for your safety. If your hair goes past your shoulders, it's a requirement to have it tied back while doing lab work. If not tied back, hair could come in contact with chemicals or make it difficult for you to see at the wrong moment. Not only this, but we will be working with an open flame during the lab, and hair is very, very flammable. It's better to be safe than sorry. Science labs generally contain harsh chemicals that could damage the skin if they were to come into contact with each other. Because of this, gloves are used as a protective barrier to make sure the chemicals are not spread onto the skin or outside the lab. The chemicals in the science lab are not only damaging to the skin, but the eyes as well. Wearing safety goggles during lab experiments ensures that nothing can splash, hit, or go into your eye. Even though working in the lab can be fun, it's still very serious business and should not be taken lightly. You must handle all equipment and chemicals with caution. Learn where safety equipment is located and how to use it, including a first aid kit, eye wash station, and fire extinguisher, which are all located throughout the classroom. You must handle all glassware with care and be careful when carrying equipment to your desk. Watch out for materials with sharp edges and points, and be aware of others around you. And absolutely, no books, no papers, and no flammable materials should be near to any open flame. Don't make the same mistake she made. There is absolutely no eating or drinking in the lab at any point, no exceptions. It's always important to listen to your teacher, and the science lab is no different. You must follow all written and verbal instructions carefully. Don't be afraid to ask any questions. And do not, I repeat, do not perform any activities or touch any equipment or chemicals unless approved by your teacher first. In the case of an emergency such as spills, burns, breakage, injuries, anything, notify your teacher immediately. It's important to keep an organized workstation at all times. After lab work is complete, clean all workstations and equipment. Throw away waste materials in the proper container. The equipment must be cleaned and returned to the storage area at the end of the experiment. With all of that being said, safety is a key element when working with science. But don't worry, I know we will have a fun and safe year as well.